Hey everyone, how's it going? Robert here, and welcome to another Vita Carnis series. This time, we're taking a look at Cook at Home Kitchen Cheese Crawl Penne Cook-Along.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
I don't want to hold anybody out. We're just going to go ahead and see what we got.
Have any information of the whereabouts of...
We may
be making a dish that has recently gained a fair amount of popularity. Today's dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
Cheesy Crawl Penne. That is actually just too good.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta. Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl. Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours, or when you harvest them yourself. 1 cup of cheese.
Oh?
Half a cup of green onion.
I have questions on
1 teaspoon
that.
of salt. 2 tablespoons of Cajun spice. 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic. A pinch of pepper. And finally, the most crucial ingredient, Nutrier Company's newly released Flavor Enhancer. To bring out the richness of flavors within each and every meal.
Gotta bring out that crawl flavor.
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
I'm dead. The gloves. Yo, no, that pour though with that glass, I've never seen anything more true. It has a spout, so why does it pour
Add
off
a pinch
the
of
bottom?
salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta. Then, set aside to boil. Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
You know what? I have a question. You know, the crawl, they remind me of a skinny pig. You've seen those guinea pigs that are actually like not really, they're called skinny pigs, but they're only skinny because they don't have any fur. The skinny pig, you know what I'm talking about. Or like a large rat. That's what crawl remind me of. Not that they're vermin. I mean, I think there's something completely different. But you see what I'm getting at, right? We're essentially making rodent penne cheese mac and cheese with rodent meat. Though, you know, I think all the like blackened tendrils and
Crawl is soft
veins
on
are
the
kind of
outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
This is where the gloves come in.
Then, gather the meat and set aside.
The additional sound effects. This is why you wear gloves, because your cutting mat gets dirty
Mince
with all
the
that
green onion into
crawl meat.
rough
We're
segments.
just going. We're not even switching up cutting boards. Just going straight with crawl meat.
Take this mince and set aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with some oil. Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet. Stir occasionally until crisp and brown. As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
I will admit, the music's pretty on point, you know. It's a like classic home documentary
Cook until
kind
soft.
of music. I don't know.
At this
we're
time,
just
your crawl
together.
will be brown and crisp.
Crawl meat.
Add add your minced green onion and then the spices. Mix well. Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it. Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
Why are we wearing a gas
Then add
mask?
the crawl topping.
Yeah, all the ingredients sound pretty good. Even the that nutrient
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the
flavor
still warm crawl
enhancer.
for it to melt. At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Where the sauce at? Where the sauce at, bro?
And now, you may serve and enjoy.
If you know anything about me, where the sauce? Where is the sauce? This meal calls for a sauce because it's not a creamy cheese. It's just like straight up shredded cheese. There has to be sauce. There has to be sauce. I feel like I need to make this recipe but improvise. Have to editor enhance that. Obviously, since we started off eating crawl. Wait, it was just crawl, not the trimming. I was thinking of trimmings. That makes more sense what the crawl looked like. I thought it was just cut up trimming meat. I had it mixed up in my head.
They form bonds
So
and
you
grow
might have to forgive me.
relationships with these animals,
But let's see
even
how
to
to
the point
care
of them
for a
being
trimming.
considered a part of the family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting. Then, you may want to get yourself a trimming. These lumps of meat have grown a
Do you see
reputation
why I
to be a
thought
loving companion for
it was
many
mac
people in
and,
the
mac
recent
and
months.
cheese?
Although, most people may not know the proper ways to care for them. Today, we will be showing you how you can care for your pet trimming. Taking care of a trimming is fairly easy, but this is no reason to slack off. They are living things and do require maintenance.
I don't know if I redact my statement about it being like a skinny pig. I don't know. It's like a turtle armadillo skinless thing.
The first thing to keep in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home. While trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions, you want to keep your base temperature near room
no
temp,
kidding.
maybe slightly cooler. That being said, trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest. A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside. Make sure there is enough for your trimming to cover itself. And now, you have a comfy bed for your buddy. Next, you want to give your trimming the best diet possible. Trimmings are not picky eaters, and will eat anything you give them. To keep your trimming healthy and strong, a diet
Honestly,
of
that's-
dry cat or dog food that is high in protein,
I don't know.
provided
Trash?
2 times a day, is best. As a treat, you may give your trimming any scraps of your food. Things like apple cores, banana peels, or eggshells are a perfect snack.
See,
A
that's
thing
pretty
to
good. You
remember
don't
is
have to worry about
trimmings are
throwing it away.
nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
It just needs a buddy.
To prevent you from having sleepless nights, try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times instead.
Oh. Very smart. Very
Another
smart.
thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living. Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard. If not, be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise they
Oh,
need,
look at that.
as well as allowing them to meet other trimmings. Trimmings are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind, like how they do in the wild. When it comes to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active and aren't the best at fetch or tug of war. But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained. Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull, or carry. Trimmings also enjoy things that you enjoy as well, like watching the television or listening to the radio. They love seeing and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices.
Little guy's rocking out there.
After a long day, your trimming might be dirty and need a wash. To clean them, start your bath with a gentle warm water, mixed with a bit of hand or body wash.
Are we getting visual?
Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold. Remember to be careful around their face, and avoid getting soap in their eyes, nose, and mouth. Gently pat dry with a towel when done. Now your buddy is all clean.
Your buddy? I love that.
And lastly, as said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection. They love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to sit with you and cuddle. Since they communicate with each other in the wild, it is best to replicate this behavior with them as well. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipes, or talk about the weather.
Got a new
Trimmings are
crawl
very
recipe.
good listeners and love to be involved. With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family. Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
One day, the prince awoke suddenly. Thanks to the critter's assistance, the healing process had finished very quickly. The prince had fully recovered and was now fully awake and aware of their surroundings. Surprised by the sudden awakening, the critters blank 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 night. Like the ending of writing down notes. Not gonna lie, that was very good. That was very very cutesy, you know, able to see the care for your crawl. Trimming. See, it's a me problem. It's definitely a me problem. I don't know what to say about it, but nice. It definitely makes it seem like owning a trimming is actually something that's possible, you know? I know you love meat snakes, so this one's now a documentary. All right, we're going into, I don't know, classified tapes.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started. During routine sweep of an underground train tunnel, the cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery. Found completely filling the tunnel was a meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it. Closer inspection of the blockage revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake. Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path. There was many strange things with this creature.
Oh.
First was the coloration. A typical meat snake's color is bright reds and light browns.
That's impressive.
This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon. Another strange thing about it was its behavior. This creature barely moved. Meat snakes are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions. Its behavior was that of a plant's. Stationary, with only minor movements within. One would assume it was dead. The reason the meat snake may act this way may be because it was completely lodged in place and minimized movements to conserve energy. But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place? And by the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time. So how did it get so large?
Apparently it's
the
eating
answer
well.
was discovered by a different cleaning crew, who found the other end of the tunnel. They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of carcass. This meat snake's skin...
No. Yeah, look at that. We're going in a most replayed section.
Inside it was a huge pile of carcass.
Oh, wow, that was it. Okay. All right, well, we can see by the little precise thing that there's a ton of skulls.
Took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample. Here, you can see great amounts of resilience.
Whoa.
This meat snake's skin also displayed great amounts of resilience. It took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample. Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus a normal meat snake's membrane. Testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures, and even high doses of radiation. It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature. Another strange phenomenon is the smell off the skin. Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh.
Makes sense.
But the specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs. Meat snake was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors. How the meat snake grew in size was discovered to be...
Darn. Oh, we had a little flash there. What was it?
One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake stranger. They crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back, and together they had formed the bond that will change their fate.
Now I think we're getting to what that American kid was talking about before. This is the mimic defense tape. Perhaps and arguably the most important tape in this series. I would place the
as of the
match
time
and
of this
crawl
video's
first.
release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale. The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety. National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about the threat. Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey. Mimics gain information on people by watching their daily lives and pick to hunt people when they are most vulnerable.
Darn.
The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, out walking alone, or in a cornered position. Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise. One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture to blend into its environment.
Great.
Common objects that mimics can hide inside are sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait.
Wow.
Mimics are able to
in the
contort their
sofa.
body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places. They also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation.
Do they have to
Another
appear more
method mimics
intimidating?
use to blend in is their ability to put on and wear clothing. Mimics put on layers of shirts, pants, and jackets to hide their bright red skin and blend into densely populated areas. In very rare cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings. Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away. If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form. Look for abnormal facial features, like large, bulbous eyes, flat noses, wide mouths and an uncanny smile, and clammy skin. Also pay attention to other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails. If you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular. Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic. If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise. Maintain eye contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat. If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs. These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat. Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you. If you find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet, stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location. Stay where you are to avoid startling the mimic. If the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide. Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help. Stay low and stay quiet. With the information you have learned,
that'd be so scary, just trying to like hide from it. We put in another VHS tape. Evidence tape. Christopher and Janice case, 1983. Observe footage for confidential information. Complete, discard, and destroy all copies of this tape immediately. Nah. We're gonna watch it.
Got it. Let's see. Yep, it's working.
Hey, can we get a move on?
1 sec. Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing?
Okay. Hello.
I thought you only had 30 minutes of tape on that.
I know, but just gotta see how it works. Like,
yeah, well,
I never got to use one of these. Too bad. You were the only person who could film with me, so you're gonna have to put up with it.
Fine.
Screw you. Screw you.
Screw you.
It's still way too dark. 1 sec. There we go.
I was gonna say, it's so dark.
Cold.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You got some light now. But look at that over there. You can't see anything unless I like point directly over there. Like, nope, can't see nothing.
Are you sure we should be out this late?
Fine. I'll cook you stuff when we get home. Don't worry.
I'm hungry.
Too bad.
Conversation's wild. Not gonna lie though, when he was pointing the flashlight, I could have sworn like it was just gonna be in the distance. Was that it? Or was that a car? You know what? It didn't even cross my mind. I was like, it's just like cut grass or something like that. Or maybe they're by the shore and it's like washed up seaweed.
Shit. Right, but it still turns off and on randomly for some reason. Like, it's the best thing I could get my hands on, though. Turning on and off, but it's the only thing that they would give me. It works, though. I just gotta watch.
This is gnarly.
It's not my fault this guy lives in a fucking dump. We're almost there. We just gotta get through the woods.
Oh.
You see it, though?
Where are they going?
Hopefully I show up on camera, though. Hopefully there are lights out there. Like, people still live there, right? Can't be that bad.
Pretty dark to me.
But it was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything?
What is this? What are we doing?
Dogs barking are never a good sign.
No.
Well, the sky looks nice. This thing can't capture it.
Although dogs do kind of bark at like anything and everything. This
Barely
mine does.
capture the ground in front of me.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
Great question.
Supposedly, they found some guy. Like, it was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting. Like they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then like they didn't let anyone nearby, and it was like this big conspiracy. So I'm filming that. Hopefully, I get a good mark for it. There we go. We're getting close.
I don't think it's worth it, especially with some kind of like murder scene. No, just no. I could barely even tell it's grass, to be honest. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, that looks like shrubs and stuff, but...
Oh, bush. Careful. Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the road. We're right next to it. Like, it's literally up there.
Okay.
Come on.
They have been walking for a very long
It's not too
time.
late yet.
Hungry.
You said that already.
Yeah. I'm still hungry.
Soon, okay? We're almost there. It'll be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? We're on the road. We're almost there. We just got past the tree line and make the way to the trailer park. Then we can go home. Okay?
Okay.
I don't want to be out here either. It's a weird place. See, we're right here. You go ahead. You can't see a thing.
It's a weird place.
Where am I even going?
Just up here. There should be a path. Right
Yeah,
there.
you go
right
ahead.
here.
You go ahead. You go first.
See, I found the path. We're all good.
Are they going to exercise some of the mimic defenses that we've seen in the film? It's gonna happen. But like, really though, can you imagine seeing a mimic out here? Or yeah, I think it was like elder mimics are also kind of like more prevalent in the woods, right? Are they together? I don't know if I hear like double footsteps going on, double feeties.
This way. I think this way.
Can we get to our destination?
Yo, look at this. I didn't see this on my way over here last time. It's cool. Like, we could get a shot of this in, like, atmosphere, you know?
It just looks like tetanus to me.
Hold till... One sec, let me get a good lighting on that. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Hey, look, there's, like, old stuff here as well. Anyways.
Yeah, can mimics climb trees? I would assume so, if they are kind of like humanoid-like, that they would have the ability to.
Yeah, we're close. The trailer should be right up ahead. This is where everyone was. There's no one here now, though. Not a single building in sight. Except, like, way over there. But...
I said other noise in the background.
There's no one here. It's the strangest thing. This is the spot. Right here. Yeah. This thing. Okay. So you take the camera and the light. Point it at me, but don't point it in my eyes, please. Make sure. How do I look? Like a barf bag. Thanks. Cheers. Alright, give me a second. And let me do a little read. Okay. Year 1980, teenage boy was coming home from the trailer.
I was gonna say, it sounds like he's gonna like
So, when he arrived at home,
read something.
Vita Carnis, his father that he came home to, was found dead. A grisly scene lies before him. Police were called. They came to investigate. Strange thing though, they immediately closed off everything. No one was allowed near, but only a few witnesses saw what truly happened there. For some reason, the police were acting very weird and trying to keep everyone away and telling little information. And when the information was released to the public, they say it was a suicide. Although, the trailer and most people living nearby moved away pretty much immediately.
Don't blame them.
Police say it was a suicide, but the witnesses that did catch an eye of what happened say the scene was much too grisly to be that. But police haven't come out about anything yet. So that's why I'm here to answer what truly happened. And That's it for now.
You said grizzly way too much.
What?
You said grizzly way too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay, should I retry?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, pause.
That one turned out alright, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why is it rolling? Did you catch that?
Oh.
30 minutes to film, and yet you screwed it. I needed someone to film. Alright? No hard feelings, okay?
Okay.
It's pretty scary out here. I know. I understand. Yeah, because, like, back there was the perfect time for a serial killer to just jump out and grab us, you know?
Cut it out. It's scary enough as is. Chris? 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 Where are you? Chris! Come on! This isn't funny! Chris! I just want to go home, come on! Fine, I guess I'm going home without you. I'm cold, tired, and hungry. If you want to stay out here and play games, you can.
Honestly, a smart choice to just try going back home. Although, you know, leaving him's probably not the best, but you know, and I know what's happening right now. You better start running. Right? Right? Because right now she doesn't know anything. Like, what's actually going
What are you
on?
doing?
So would you run?
This
Although...
isn't funny.
Oh, no, it's done. It's done. Was like the black bar him? She's about to experience that grisly scene. Is that the mimic? I was gonna say, is she still running or? Wait, she actually made it. See, like how would you even get away from something like that? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. The film made. Is there anything else? Ah, let's see the little picture. What was it? I'll see it whenever my editor edits this. But really though, like it makes it seem like you have a chance where it's like, oh, you know, walk around a corner and it'll get confused and not see you, you know? No, that girl ran, hid in her house, and just got quashed, you know? I feel like the chances of escaping are very slim, and the fact that they have these like videos for defense is kind of I guess kind of like a false hope sort of thing. Like you can get away, you know, to kind of give people, yeah, hope that they could actually run from the mimic. Seems highly unlikely though. What do you think? Do you think you'd be able to get away from a mimic? If given a similar circumstance that you're out walking home, maybe not in the middle of the woods, but you know, walking home, actually made it home, and it saw you getting to your house, do you think you'd be able to successfully hide from a mimic? Let me know down below. As much as I would like to say yes, it's probably not going to happen, so I'm going to have to say I probably wouldn't survive. Let me know, though. I want to hear what you have to say. But this is going to be it for this episode. There's probably one more part. I know they released like a new clip somewhat recently. So the next video will kind of be wrapping up the rest of the videos. And let me know what you think. Would you eat mac and crawl? Own a trimming? And would you survive a mimic encounter? I don't know. That's why I want you to tell me. All right. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you later. Hopefully, don't let the mimics get you. Make sure you eat all of your crawl. It's nutritious, highly dense in flavor and micronutrients. Very delicious. And don't forget to let out your crawl at night. They also have to go to the bathroom. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
Well, supposedly they found some guy. Like it was like a grody scene. Like it was disgusting. Like they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then